You're very educated and you must be very busy person because you are a manager in your company and it is very difficult task to manage all the staff. Yeah.
Well, you can say that, yeah.
You have to lead your team and it is sometimes very hectic. I can understand because some of the staff they are not able to listen and they are not able to follow. Still we have to just make sure they are on the track. So this is definitely very hectic and very daunting task and you are doing this happily, so that's great. Okay, say something about your English learning journey and how did you learn this language and what it was the purpose to learn this language.
First, actually, I've completed my graduation from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, and
Mm-hmm.
in that state, in that part of India, English speaking English is kind of like not prominent among youngsters. So, my father, he was in banking services, government banking services. He got transferred to Mumbai, and he
Mm-hmm.
said that let's go to Mumbai. You have completed your graduation, and will continue your further studies or job from there. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I was kind of like very excited to go to Mumbai. It's all because of the
Mm-hmm.
Bollywood. I am very big fan
Volleyball.
of Bollywood movies.
Yes. And you were
So
young at that time too.
very young, yeah. So it
Yeah.
was in year 2009 or 10, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So on very first day when I came to Mumbai, we got the chance to live in a society where very kind of like high profile people used to stay. And in that society, we got flat from the bank. My father got the flat from the bank, and uh, I when very first day when I interacted to few people around, few college guys, they were talking in English, and I was like I couldn't keep up with them, and I felt sidelined while I
Mm-hmm.
was in conversation with them. At that point
Mm-hmm.
of time, when I in the same day when I went home, I thought that this is the time I have to work on my speaking English, and I have to like keep up with the Mumbai youngsters, and so that day I started to plan that how I'm gonna pursue on my speaking English tasks, daily tasks. So first thing I started with a book called Rapidex English Speaking Course. In that book, there were 60-day course, and there were information about the daily sentences that people use in English, like good morning, good afternoon, how are you doing, and all that. So that I started to memorize those sentences on a daily basis, and but still I didn't get the confidence at that point of time. But parallelly I started reading newspapers and listening to English news channels.
Mm-hmm.
So from there I got to know that there's something called phrasal verbs.
Yes.
Phrasal verbs which can actually simplify your speaking English. For example, let's say if you want to quit something, you say give up. If you want to cancel something, you can say call off. So something like that.
Yeah.
So I started collecting all those words and wrote it down in a book. Okay, and parallelly I started watching English movies or TV series. I started watching Friends first. It was quite entertaining series, and was kind of the in that series the English was quite easy to understand.
Mm.
And I used to go to libraries, and I started talking to people in English. Even though I was kind of like not fluent at that point of time, I was learning, but I didn't hesitate. And then I continuously started talking. I started talking on a call center phones. I get uh, sales ladies used to call, and I talk to them for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, just in English to check and see how good I am in is speaking English. So from there I got the confidence, and the anxiousness, it's kind of like it started to like I'm getting
This.
rid of that whole thing, nervousness.
Mm.
So I once I got the confidence, I started to enjoy speaking English.
Mm.
And I still remember I started with my first job. This whole phase took 6 months, and I started my first job. For that first job interview, when I met the interviewer, I mean the person who was conducting my interview, I was very confident because I already had experience of 6 months practicing English, speaking to people. I was
Mm.
kind of like that nervousness was completely out of my mind and everything. I was like very confident. And my interview went really well, and in very first round I got selected in that company. It was my very first job, and that point of time when I started to enjoy the whole thing. I got into an atmosphere where people only speak in English, so it actually boosts everything for me. And that's how it's all started. I'm still learning English. I still talk to people, and there are few things I usually do. First of all, firstly, like conversations like this with people who actually enjoy talking English and try to help others. First thing, this one. There are a few apps I use where I speak to people from different countries, different states in India. There was one girl from Indonesia.
Mm.
I used to talk to her once in a week in every month. There was after 6 months, she appeared in an interview, and she called me, and she actually thanked me that because of you, I the whole instructions was gone, and I got my first job thanks to you. So I was very happy at that point of time when she called me, and since then I started helping people. I started talking to people, and this whole thing is kind of like very fun for me, and I enjoy this. So this is short about me. Yeah.
I must say your English learning is very amazing, and you are really doing very good job. After coming to Mumbai, your English journey has started. You embarked your English learning journey, and you said you faced the problem while you're communicating with the people, and then you decided yourself that yes, I have to improve this English. So this is really very good. If you have learning this position, you are excited and you are very enthusiastic, you are keen to learn anything, you can learn anything, and you have proved already, yes, I can do this by myself. So you just explore this English language by error and trial. You just bought that rapid English course, 60 days course, and you found okay, this is not working well, so I need to switch to another method. So you just switch to newspaper, and through that I'm sure you collected some of the words, and then you thought okay, the phrasal words are very good to express idea, and you use that method as well. And also, like you said that you are still connecting with the people, you did not stop, you are still learning, because learning English is a continuous process, and you cannot just think okay, now I am very well, I'm able to express my ideas well, and now I have to stop because I have got job and I'm very settled, my family is settled, and now I'm able to express my ideas well with other people. But you're still learning, so this is really very commendable. You are not thinking okay, that's enough for me, I have worked very hard, and now I have to relax because I'm a manager. But still you are learning, and you said that you helped one of the Asian girls, and just because of your communication, she deluded her anxiety, and she was able to crack that interview.
I tell you one thing, and you would definitely find this amusing. See, I didn't learn grammar at all. I know about part of speech, but I don't really know when I speak, I just speak my heart out. But I don't even know if I'm using the correct grammar or not. It's all just about confidence. I speak confidently. I enjoy speaking in English. So people who says that we have to learn dictionary, we have to be good in vocabulary, we have to be good in grammar, that's not required. All you just need is be confident and enjoy speaking English. At
Yeah.
first it will definitely be difficult, but once you get progress with the whole thing, you would start to enjoy it.
That is a very good way if you want to grab this language. But if you go after grammar rules, what will happen? Then you will end up with nothing. You will end up with distractions, and also you will be frustrated. Okay, I'm learning grammar, I'm not able to implement these rules. Because while we speak English, then we just keep in our mind, okay, am I using correct grammar? I'm using correct tenses, and all other things we have to keep in our mind. And when we just learn this language through listening and communicating and exploring, that way we can learn grammar very naturally. You need not to just go separately and open the separate lesson. Okay, now I am learning this grammar part, so I have to work on that, and now I need to make sure while I'm having conversation with someone else, I use this part, I implement this rule. So when you are talking with somebody and you thinking okay, I have to implement, I have learned that, that way you will get confused. You just explore this grammar part naturally. So We need not to go to, I think, someone else. Okay, can you just help me, I want to learn grammar. Because I have seen some people, they are very good at grammar, they are able to teach grammar well, but when it comes to talk, when it comes to communicate ideas, they find themselves, they are stuck, they are not able to express them very well. Even they know very well grammar rules, because it is not just all about grammar. Because when we learn our language, we were not worried about, okay, we have to learn this grammar, then after that we will be able to speak our language. We just learn this naturally. So similar, if we want to learn this language, we need to make sure we need to just explore this naturally. We need to make sure we listen to English content, not even listen to English content. If we are listening something, we need to make sure we speak out loud. We collect some of the words and we engage ourselves in reading. As you said that you were engaging in a newspaper reading, and through that you collected some words and you improve your comprehension skill as well, and now you are able to understand well. Because when we start learning something new, that at first it is very daunting task, but when we just keep going, that way we get the grip over this language. And so yeah, that is very commendable. And you said rightly, we need to go after grammar. You can go after grammar if you are preparing one of the competitive exams, then you have to do that. Because you have to make sure that you are very good at grammar and you need to give answer to that question so you can crack that exam. But if you are not just after any of competitive exams, you need to make sure that you just explore this language naturally, the way you explore. I wouldn't say that this is not part of the English, but we need not to just go separately to the grammar. When we feed our stomach, we nourish whole our body. So similarly, when we listen to English content, when we read English newspaper, you said, and whatever you like to do, you just engage yourself in reading. People, they also find this is a very daunting task, because they don't have time these days. Time is a problem for them, because reading is a very consuming uh, time task, and they don't want to indulge themselves in reading. But somehow if they can read 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and when they develop their interest towards learning some kind of subject matters, like you used to learn read newspaper. Some people, they can maybe read to spiritual book, some people they can read to entertaining books, some people they can read to cooking books, whatever they have interest. So that way they can just explore new words, and automatically grammar will be there. You need not to just go after grammar, okay, I have to have separate grammar book, then I will learn. But when you just explore whole together, whole portions together, that way you will be able to cover all the portions of the grammar, all the aspects of the grammar reading, because you will be able to okay, I think I must say bye to you, because time is going over and I have to face so many things, because this
Um,
is the night time, I'm so tired,
Well,
this is my third
before you go,
conversation.
one second, before you go, sorry, I got interrupted twice from my office. You know how the manager's life is. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
apologies for the interruption.
No, that's not
First
good.
thing, first thing is I really admire what you have been doing, and whatever you said, I second that. And thank you so much for helping peoples around the world with your initiative. And there are few things I would like to say to your viewers and subscribers that. If you want to speak English fluently and confidently, just set your mindset and get focused. And it's not very easy. It's not very difficult. The way people have pictured speaking English is, it's not that difficult. All you have to do is plan out everything, and it starts with the basic. For example, let's say start basic in Hindi comics, construct those sentences in English. You can do that. You can start using learning the phrasal verbs. You can listen to English songs or watch English movies or TV series. These kind of basic things, if they do
Yes,
within 6 months and continuous, they interact with people in English language, they would be able to learn very quickly. It's like
yes.
6 months would be suffice.
Yeah, this is a very easy tip and you have given, and I have also given these kind of tips to the people. And if they are really enthusiastic, if they really want to learn this language, it is not a daunting task. Everybody can learn this.
Yeah.
As you learn that language, I learned this language. I have done my post graduation in Hindi honors. If I
Mm.
could do, everybody can do that. So this is not a big deal. So thanks for your message and your time and the tips you have provided. And I'm sure people, they will get lots of ideas from this conversation. So thank you so much for your time, and bye for now.
Thank you so much. Bye.